Hey crew, Joe Hubbard here, and welcome to episode 1 of Rants and Raves. Rants and Raves is where I'll share some of my thoughts about music, music education, the music industry, and other related musical tidbits. Although many of my views go against the grain of the status quo and have been perceived by many as being politically incorrect, this video column will only contain my views and my opinions as it pertains to musically related subjects. What I won't be covering in this video column is what I eat for breakfast, how I train at the gym, what I buy when I go shopping, or what movies I've just seen. I won't be using any spectacular fast forwarding or vocal special effects, and you'll never see me using one of those cute little cartoon images as superfluous signposts for something that I just said. If you have any requests or questions that I can include in future episodes, then please feel free to ask away in the comments section below. Today I wanted to talk about what is, in my opinion, the biggest secret in music education. A very common question that I often get goes something like this. Hey Joe, I've been practicing my scales and arpeggios for quite some time now, but still can't seem to apply anything to a real musical scenario. Okay, so here's the big secret part. For every lesson that you learn, you must compose something that includes the new lesson material that you're working on. So for instance, if you've just learned what a minor seventh chord is, write a tune that only has minor seventh chords. Or you could write 8 choruses of walking bass lines over the tune So What. This also applies in the exact same way for your solos. So in a nutshell, what you need to be doing is writing solos, accompanying bass lines, and composing songs for every new piece of music that you're learning. So once you put this process into action, the actual material that you're trying to learn instantly becomes more tangible and available for you to use. This allows you to connect on a deeper level with the musical concepts that you're learning, because what you're doing is you're taking an exercise and you're turning it into a musical idea that's now yours. Because it's now part of you, it enables you to understand how to apply what you've just learned over a tune or a part of a tune. You know, this process shouldn't really be that big of a secret, because I personally have been shouting this from the rooftops for the last 30 years. But you know, many people even watching this video right now won't do this, either because it requires too much accountability or too much effort. Oh, I can just hear some of you saying, how on earth am I going to be able to do that? But you know, sometimes it just comes down to the fact that you've got to take a leaf out of the Nike book and just do it. The only thing that you must adhere to is using the subject matter that you're currently working on in your music lessons. When I was studying with Charlie Banakis, he would require me to do this for every lesson that I learned from him. You know, it's no secret that all the great jazz improvisers would write out their solos and then learn them in every key as a vehicle to integrate the concepts they were practicing, transmuting the academia they were learning into reality. I heard a great story the other day on Facebook from my old Berkeley friend, Jamie Glazer. Now, if you don't know who Jamie is, he's a fantastic guitar player. He's played with people like Chick Corea, Jean-Luc Ponty, Bryan Adams, and John Anderson from Yes. He was recollecting a story about when he was recording a record in the late 70s with Lenny White called Streamline. Now, as the story goes, they were all living in a residential studio somewhere in Hollywood for about a month while they were writing and recording this record. As it turns out, Marcus Miller was on this session, and he was only 17 at the time. Now, what a lot of people don't know is Jamie's first instrument was bass guitar before he switched to guitar, and he approached Marcus and asked him if he could teach him some of the slapping stuff that Marcus had been doing on some of the rehearsals. Marcus agreed on one condition, that Jamie would then go away and take the material that Marcus was teaching him and write a song. Jamie did that, and Lenny White ended up using that track on the record. You see, that's how smart Marcus Miller was at only 17 years old. It's no wonder he's one of the leading jazz artists and bass players of our time. Until next time, practice smart, work hard, and play creatively.